Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Baldur's Gate 3. So, we're just gonna continue in the Shadow Cursed lands, hopefully get some stuff figured out, finish that area of the map, because I really want to do that. But yeah, let's get right into it. So first thing we're going to do is just level up our characters, because I kind of neglected that the last two-ish episodes, so yeah. I might just do Lucky. Lucky's never had a problem. Let's check hastily scrawled prayers.
Prayers, charms, battle cries. The harper's work. They were primed for combat.
Okay.
Didn't bring them victory. That's plain to see wherever you look.
Let's see what this does.
Plaque?
Here lies the Grand Mason, his bones and lies exposed.
Odd-looking bones?
A pile of crushed bones of varying shapes, sizes, and creatures. Dark Justicius, who fell long ago in service of Shah and Ketheric Thorm.
Oh.
You can almost taste the sour ale that once clung to this soul's breath. He was insensible when the shadows came for him. You sensed this one hid for days as the sounds of battle got closer and closer to town. You didn't even care who won, so long as it ended.
A rich and fertile land. This ancient map depicts an area surrounding Moonrise Towers in detail, depicting a profusion of local fauna, deer, rabbits, black bears, and flora, with special emphasis placed on areas for prolific foraging.
A distant memory of a man stretching his back with a groan. Another day of hauling masonry blocks done. Calloused hands work a hammer and chisel around a massive slab of rock. Months from now, a face will take shape. A happy, faded memory comes to you. A woman walking along a beach, holding hands with her husband-to-be. Before the shadows, there was once a house full of warmth and children's laughter in this one's life.
And?
No more. Here rests Callista Freeclaw, legendary brawler. Died in his sleep, to the surprise of many. Here lies the best smith in Rythwin. Our swords will never slice as true. Here lies Gertrude the Monsoon Rafferty. She came and went like a natural disaster. Here lies a nameless foundling. May he know peace at last. Here lies Macias, taken before his time. In memory of Eberk Trollbleeder, his tall tales shall be greatly missed. Here lies Immolata Cole, the music of the moon played on her heartstrings. Here lies Sister Kevin, a more devoted mendicant never lived. Here lies Bronick Larrow, blacksmith of renown. May he make iron sing in the afterlife. In memory of Kayla Bellsworth, thrice married, thrice widowed, always smiling. Here rots Treston Brumwild, philanderer and wicked excuse for a husband. May the crows use this marker as a privy. Behold the mortal remains of Marvy Bullows, town crier, died loudly. Here lies faithful Jamie, the love of all our lives. In memory of Reuben Corley, who lived stoically and died without complaint. Here lies Thomasin Feverbreaker, midwife and wise woman. Behold the glorious remains of Draven Mistbrook, poet, epicure, romantic, and medium. He should have lived to be 1,000. Here lies Brunt Hallow, man of few words. In memory of Warwick Marsh, dearly missed by both of his wives. In memory of Brent Crivens, taken along with his family on the same grim night. May their deaths be avenged. Here rests Pat, loyal dog of the Crivens family, taken along with his master. Good boy. Dedicated to Pela Crivens, taken along with her family on the same grim night. May their deaths be avenged. Here rests Darla Crivens, taken along with her family. Here lies Largo Crivens the Younger, taken along with his family on the same grim... In memory of Largo Crivens, taken along with his family on the same grim night. May their deaths be avenged. Here rests Violet Goldhammer, beloved singer. May her voice live on in our memories.
All these dark justices slain in battle. They must have a stronghold nearby or a temple.
Here rests Eric Crivens, sole inheritor of the Crivens family. May the gods forgive him.
Was he the one that killed them?
Dedicated to Hugo Hobbs, cobbler. Hobbs the Cobbs to his friends.
I did want to check this out. Because apparently they're like I can't go through. I want to confirm that. So let's go over here.
Clustered fires and tents. The Absolute's army is camped here. Better not press my luck.
The countless distant silhouettes leave you no doubt. A veritable army swarms the path ahead.
If I learned anything during the Blood War, it was when to retreat. We gotta turn back, now.
I'm not afraid. We need to pass on.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
Fair point.
We'll get you to Baldur's Gate, sir. I swear it.
Where are we? Moonrise Tower Prison?
Clustered fires and tents. The Absolute's army is camped.
The countless distant silhouettes leave you no...
If I learned anything during the Blood War, it was when to retreat. We gotta turn back, now.
Let's head back. We're no match for an army. Hey, let's beat them up.
Here we go.
Morgue.
Strange. The dust on the leftmost door has been wiped clean.
which means we avoid the leftmost door.
Looks like a hospital.
Good news for us. There could be some useful potions inside.
Here lies Sion Greencloak. She loved the forest. May she find it once again. Here rests Xander Pellows, who coughed for 18 years. In memory of Eggery Chops, toy maker and patron of mischievous children all over. In memory of Lanibert Fig, survived by his debtors. Here lies the captain. Of what, we never knew. Here lies Alden Quiggs, fishmonger, survived by his 9 cats. In memory of Frinz Lockley, baker. None could work miracles with yeast as he did. Here lies Becklin Ironlaw. May the gods usher him to his reward. Dedicated to Rondell Peak, stonemason, never missed a day's work due to illness, barring his last. Here rests Patrick Foundy, famed tailor and teetotaler. He clothed many a man's back. Here lies Yarrick Crumb, lifelong bachelor and patron of the arts. In memory of Tora Deeproot, dearly missed by her 14 children and 96 grandchildren. Here lies Peter Vries, scholar and hermit.
So that's what it's showing us. There's a lot. Hello, Sister Cinda?
Here to see the doctor? Are we poorly? Are we desperately poorly? Oh, not so well. But well enough to wait. Join the line, and you will be seen.
Fine, I'll get in line.
Be patient, be well. You're not sick. Not sick at all. Wait in line. Oh, not so well. But well enough to wait. Join the line.
Fine, I'll get back
you
in
will be
line.
seen.
That corpse. It's Arabella's mother.
No. No. Speak with her father first.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
How did you die?
Surgeon. Sisters.
Why were you in this place?
Zevlor. Betrayed. Ran. Shelter.
Where's Evlar now?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Where are you from? Or remind me, who are you, so I can get maybe some Arabella dialogue.
Husband to Chimera. Father to Arabella.
Where are you from?
Baldur.
The spell's power wanes.
Sister Lidwin?
Don't call the doctor yet. I've got potions, sutures. I know I can do this. Oh, you're a patient. This is the children's ward. Triage is back that way.
I see you have medical supplies on hand. Can you spare any?
I will sell you what I can, once I've stabilized the patient.
Why are you treating a dead body?
Not dead, merely medicated to ease the pain.
I see now they're sleeping peacefully. I think your work here is already done.
Yes. Yes. I knew these hands would not fail me. The patient is sure to recover.
I'm having so many goosebumps right now. So now that it's sorted, might I purchase some supplies?
Not much left now, but you're welcome to look. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to tend to my patient.
Hey, Sister Cinda.
You're not sick. Not sick at all. Wait in line. Oh, not so well. But well enough to wait. Join the line, and you will be seen.
I don't have time to wait. I need to see the doctor right now.
Yes, yes, but all must wait. The doctor's hands are full. Join the line. You will be seen.
Bard performance. Sorry. Feign the symptoms of a disease most terrible. Yeah.
Poor creature. Oh, so sad, so sick. The doctor will see you. The doctor will soothe. Down to the theater. Be swift. Be saved.
Perfect.
The objective of the Scalpel Sisters is to soothe. For the scalpel indeed is an extension of Shah. See how the patient reacts when I but stroke the right nerve. Hear its comfort, hear the very melody of mercy. Pray, sister, show us the extent of your beneficence. Stop. Stay your hand, for it slaps where it should stroke. We can hardly hear the patient's sighs of solace. Perhaps it is our unexpected audience that makes you quiver. Come, step forward. You are no sister, but that matters none. Every student is welcome.
A student, yes, please do enlighten me.
Absence.
Absence. No other word captures the heart of Shah so very perfectly. It is the scalpel-led journey that leads from pain to peace.
A stinging truth, but a truth nonetheless.
See? What is the light of eyes but the cancer that causes one to witness the laceration of being? If light is the symptom, then darkness is the cure. For in light there is presence, but in darkness
is presence in darkness, absence.
But you, look how the succor of Shar eludes you. See how painfully present you remain. We do not wish to see you suffer so. Let us cure you.
Examine the sisters and their implements.
The sisters' blades are bloodied and dull. Only the most measured hand could make a clean incision.
Recall what you know of Shar's teachings.
You remember a Sharan maxim. Go forth and sow doubt, but do not compel it, for only the willing may know the lady's embrace.
The subject is tainted. Oh, no, but they might. But the sisters aren't ready, they'll make me sick instead of curing me.
Their incisions are, as yet, still streaked with imprecision. That much I must concede. How to steady their hands, I wonder.
I take joy in performing with a master of my craft. I'm sure the sisters are the same. Why don't you volunteer? Or rather, I want to do the first one.
I see now. By example, I must edify and quell the light that blinds us. Come, sisters, soothe me. How to steady their hands, I wonder.
Why not have them hone their skills on each other?
Yes, for are we not all in need of a cure? The scalpel does not discriminate. Let each and every one of you partake in its soothing journey. Absent sisters, acquaint yourselves.
Hi, I'm Brenda. Linda, what are you doing?
Moment when one sees one's teachings so lovingly taken to heart.
Oh, we can see her face.
You are to be commended for their graduation, rewarded with the promised cure. Come, I will acquaint you with the lady's dark-fingered embrace.
I'm not worthy. Please show me how a master works. I would be honored.
Your diligence is exemplary. Very well. Your own scalpel you will be. Observe, then succeed me into the succor of Shah.
Okay. Let's talk to the distressed patient. unlock the restraints. Sister Cinda?
The doctor is absent today. Come back another time.
I'm gonna... Yeah, we already finished this. Halsin?
Thaniel and me are... climbing up a tree.
He keeps saying Thaniel's name. He must know more. We need to rouse him.
I found a lute. It seems to have belonged to the Flaming Fist.
Good. Its music might help restore him. Show it to him.
Pull out the lute you found and play a little.
Daniel! He's still trapped there. He needs help.
Calm. Breathe. You've been trapped in the Shadowfell for a century. Take a moment to clear your mind.
A century? You're Halsin. Thaniel said to find you. You must help him, please.
I will, but I need to know where Thaniel is. If I venture into the Shadowfell blind, I will never find him.
I'm not sure I can put it into words. The landscape there shifts and changes.
Was there anything that could offer guidance? Something that didn't change?
Lavender. Whenever I saw Thaniel, I always smelled lavender.
I can work with that. Rest now. Meet me by the lakeshore. I have what we need to proceed, but I'll need your help. Be ready. This may prove perilous.
Okay. Art Kulov?
Thaniel will be so scared there alone. We looked after each other for such a long time. I hope he's all right.
Halsin?
You're here. Good. Now we can begin.
Let's do it?
Very well. Once I begin the ritual, a portal to the Shadowfell will open, one that will help me save Thaniel. Whatever happens, I must go alone.
Hold on, shouldn't I come with you?
No. This opportunity has been 100 years in the making. It has to be me. And only me. But I didn't bring you here to witness an old druid's grandstanding. You have a part to play in this, and I trust you will play it well. With the Oakfather's blessing, I can infiltrate the Shadowfell, but doing so will sap my strength. I'll need your help if I'm to return. I need you to stay here, keep the portal open until I return, and defend it at all costs.
You can count on me.
Good. Now it's important that only I pass through the portal once it opens. The magic is fragile. Any mistake, and our one chance will be lost forever. It took me years of study, of seeking the Oakfather's favor, to find a way to part the veil. Pray that this works. Oakfather, hear me. Aid me. Force open the jaws of darkness. Make passage for your vessel of light. It's ready. I'll return with Thaniel as soon as possible. Stay close to the portal. Buy me what time you can.
Okay. Of course.
Be your enemy.
Up. Now this is my happy place.
Oh.
Blood follows me everywhere.
It's done. I have him. But something's wrong. Dreadfully wrong. No. It can't be.
We need to get Daniel somewhere safe.
Yes. I'll bring him back to camp. He'll be safest with us. I need to examine him. I need to understand what's wrong. It's almost like something's missing from him. Come see us when you can.
Let's look at these then.
A faded memory of a boy and girl sharing their first kiss. Your own heart almost flutters in tune with theirs. You sense a fading echo of the person who once was, a dockhand. He did not ask for this. You can almost feel the heat from the forge. This one was once a blacksmith. Thoughts of baby names. She did not wish for her firstborn to be named after her mother-in-law. Maldred. Ugh. You glimpse a young harper on the eve of battle against Thorn long ago. He and his comrades toast each other in last light. Desperate prayers to Selûne echoing from the past. They did not save him.
Jaheira.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good.
I wanted to ask you about something.
Then speak.
How did the Harpers first learn of the Absolute?
The same way hoppers learn of anything. Poking noses where they don't belong. We sent an agent to infiltrate this cult. The latest fad among the city's bored nobility, I thought. Until that same agent returned and tried to plant a knife in my neck. My first encounter with a true soul. I'm glad ours ended on friendlier terms. From there, I made some inquiries of my own. Saw firsthand how easily the cult could turn friend to foe with but the twist of a tadpole. And so I gathered my harpers and came to the source. Moonrise Towers.
Okay. I mean, I'm glad you're alive. Oh my god. Awesome.
Thaniel is resting, but it's no easy slumber. I discovered what's wrong with him. The shadows rendered him in two when they bore him away to the Shadowfell. half of his essence remained here, amidst the curse. What stayed behind would have been the strongest part of him. But after all these years left in the darkness, corruption must have taken hold.
Tell me how I can help.
It's both simple and not. We need to find Thaniel's missing half and make him whole again. Only the missing half may not come willingly. The curse will have sunk its tendrils deep, twisting Thaniel's essence into something else.
Any idea on how to find this missing half?
No matter how it's been twisted by the shadows, it is still part of Thaniel's essence. It will resemble him somehow and may show signs of his power. Look for signs of life in the darkness, wildflowers where everything else is dead. The curse cannot subdue the power Thaniel bears. Not entirely.
In fact, I saw just the sort before, not long after we first came within reach of the Shadow Curse. Fool that I am, I did not grasp their significance at the time. There is a ruin some way outside of Last Light. I caught a glimpse of fresh blooms there, but did not investigate further.
Oh.
I shall mark it upon your map.
Alright, leave it to me.
This doesn't have to be your burden alone. Every moment counts, and I've asked much of you already without being at your side. If you want me, I'm yours. Against the curse, against the absolute. Anything. Just say the word.
I met a shadow, sort of shadow child before, a little boy named Oliver, around Thaniel's age.
And you saw this boy yourself? That can't be a coincidence, but we need to be sure.
Stay here for now.
I'll be ready.
I never met a skeleton before.
Arabella.
Are you... Hey, where's Mum and Pops?
For once, I find myself at loss for words. They're gone, Arabella. I'm sorry.
No. No. I don't believe you.
I wish there were simply another tale, but it's not. I'm telling you the truth.
They'd never leave me. They promised. Get away from me. Go!
I look-y want to see what she says.
Leave me alone!
We're back. We're gonna read the readables now, so yeah. Barkskin recipe. Frivolity gave me a glimmer of hope today. I took precious time away from research into the platinum scale to help a gnome. Her guinea pig was trapped in bramble and briar, and the gnome wanted something to toughen her skin. I helped her, and the gnome kissed my raw, scaleless hand and left in good cheer. Recipe for 1 elixir of barkskin. Extracts needed, salts of gnarled tree bark, and suspension of either mud, mephit wing, or laccolite. Method: combine and shake. That should do it. When in doubt with alchemy, help a desperate guinea pig. Pluck him from the thorny sprig, then serve him up as tea. My success with barkskin has led me down an avenue of experimentation that could cloak my aching body in scales of hard, shining platinum. Writing is harder with my left hand. The right one, the one the gnome kissed, is seized in a claw of agony. Generally, my pain is abominable. But for the first time in a while, I have it. I do. Hope. A small note was added to this edition of the text. It simply reads, I saved my guinea pig. Okay. Note from the Mason. Congratulations on finding this place, thief, but your journey ends here. Okay. Oh, probably the dude that was dead earlier. Moonrise diagram. A carefully drawn diagram of Moonrise Towers. A circle of red ink draws your attention as though something has been stashed in the tower's prison dungeon. Harvest of Memory. brought to the Shadowfell, which is a reflection of the world you're in, and a dark reflection too, rife with wickedness and twisted echoes and despair by their Raven Queen. The Shadar Kai are elves, not elves you might find along the Sword Coast, but elves that reflect their home with their physiology and attitude. On the whole, they are cruel, nasty-minded people who are nonetheless singularly devoted to their queen and her domain of power. That domain is life and death, and in their unwavering fealty to their mistress, the Shadar Kai perform the thankless duty of ferrying the memories of the dead for her to admire in a kind of memory-based menagerie. Okay. Corsairs of Luskan. This cultural analysis spends a good number of pages on Luskan. Tucked like a gold filling, or some would say a pus-filled abscess, at the mouth of the river Murar, Luskan is a city of merchant princesses, swarthy bandit princes, and the most diverse, cutthroat, and fractural cabal of pirates on Toril. Torn into factions, these piratical groups are known as ships. Here, the book details each faction with a frankly dizzying attention to detail. The one point of interest is that the ship Kurth faction is in fact controlled by a secret mercenary company of drow. Okay, drow, not the Zentrim. That's weird. Okay. Selune Devotee. This diary records the life of John Medellin. He suffered from lycanthropy, becoming a werebear at the advent of the full moon. Cured of his condition by a priestess of Selune, John Medellin exchanged his claws for a great sword and a cause. He would keep this priestess, her name was Erlona, safe from all trouble on the highways and byways. Further, he would bear witness to her many miracles, for Erlona was a saint of the goddess, and gifted even more than he could have imagined. They never fell in love, though their friendship was quite something. Mason's letter. Halfred, you're probably surprised that I'm writing, though no more surprised than me. You warned me of Thorm's malice, yet I took up hammer and trowel to build that cursed tower. You warned me of coming war, yet I built the prison that would contain his foes. You warned me, I did not listen. It is my deepest regret, and I must atone. I know more about the tower's construction than anyone, and possess innumerable tools and supplies. Besides, gather your allies at last light, and let us devise a plan to infiltrate Moonrise. Kethric's plans for war. He expects to face halberds and staves in light of day. We will end him with a dagger to the back before he can so much as raise a blade. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I hope that you'll try. Your brother, Morfred. Okay. Mason's log. How quickly things change. The Thorms are Selûnite through and through, or so I believed. Perhaps Ketheric only converted for Melodia, and with her death and then his daughters, his faith died too. But to turn to Shar, it beggars belief. Ketheric's justiciars are growing greater in number and more determined to root out any traces of Selûne in Wraithwin. Why do they think this town was built? One cannot rip out the foundations of a building and expect it to remain standing. Brother and I remain the last two bastions of Our Lady of Silver in the town. A few, the trusting few, come to worship in secret by moonlit nights. Others converts. All. Whether they truly believe, I cannot say. Impossible, isn't it? Okay, so his wife died? Wife and then daughter died. Interesting. Okay. Sick of standing idle while justiciars gain power in our humble town, what will become of us if we allow it? I met a man who was no man, touched by a devil, or maybe worse, but he offered me something I couldn't refuse, help. The time is now. Ketheric's justiciars, the stronghold in the temple below, they will be wiped out. All of them. I didn't ask how. I just want them gone. Let the Harpers have at Ketheric now. They'll make short work of him. Oh. We reached the Mason's Guild and found the writings of Morfred, leader of the Selûnite resistance. He was determined to fight on against the Sharans however he could, even if it cost him his life. Okay. Okay. Bonded by Love, Wife's Diary. In the 5th year of our union, we faced the biggest hurdle yet. My parents became quite ill, and we became their caretakers. It was a dark and difficult time, filled with emergencies of every possible type. Gone were the easy, full days in which our time was our own. Our days were filled with work, each other, and little else. During our darkest moments, I wonder if we'd survive it. But the bond of love we had was resilient. It could bend and bend and bend, but would not break, no matter the pressure. That was the wife's diary. Now, bonded by love, husband's diary. Entry 47. We're being attacked. My brave, beautiful Miranda volunteered to fight. She said it's her duty as a cleric of Shar. I can't bear the thought of anything happening to her, but I know she'd be angry if I said anything. I'll pray to Our Lady to keep her safe. Entry 48. Miranda woke me in full armor, a smile on her face. She got down on one knee and proposed, a beautiful obsidian ring in her hand. Of course I said, yes. As a cleric, she was able to marry us then and there, blessing the rings as she slipped them on our fingers. I'm terrified for her, but I'm also so happy. I knew she loved me. I knew it. Entry 49. Miranda faced down an entire troop of harpers, killing every last one. She didn't have a scratch on her. Blessed be the Lady of Loss. I tried to prepare a celebratory meal for her, but I had a dizzy spell. Blood poured from my nose, and Miranda found me passed out on the floor. She told me to rest and not to bother going to the House of Healing, that it was likely the stress. She's right, but I'm still scared. Entry 50. I know Miranda said not to, but I went to the House of Healing. Blood leaks from my nose and ears, and there's strange wounds all over my body. The nurse kept asking me about my ring, and when I told her myself and Miranda just got married, she looked at me strangely. When I asked her what was wrong, she sent me home, telling me not to come back. There are black spots in my vision. I can't feel my legs. What is wrong with me? What is happening? That... Oh. Weird. Okay. Graveyard Diary. The moment is nigh. War has been brewing, and now it overflows. When Ketheric turned us toward Shar, I followed him in appearance, if not in heart. This is my home, and I would not be removed from it, no matter what. I watched at a distance as the darkness here grew, as Ketheric's grief brought him farther and farther from life itself. As he gathered his army, I pray for his defeat. As the Harpers march upon our little village, our little beautiful village, I can only hope Ketheric will be felled at last, and Wraithwyn can begin to heal from this nightmare. Okay. Record of shipment. Sending you the requested ingredients as per your letter, including the purple worm glands. I'm eager to see the result of your experiments. Please send me some samples when it's completed. I have a few clients that will be very interested in the toxic fruits of your labor. Okay. Notice. A reminder, sisters, do not forget that patients passing through these hallowed halls must needs be stripped of such frivolous items as jewelry, timepieces, and extraneous gold amounts. These burdens can be safely stored in the vault behind the hidden wall, that they not confuse matters between ourselves and Ketheric's justiciars. We'd like to avoid misunderstandings, if possible. Okay. Sorry. Blood bank log. Blood and bodily fluid log. Addendum the first. It is no longer necessary to log names, race, or creature type is sufficient. Something Thorm. Addendum the second, you will use either the term donor or vessel when describing a source of extraction. Victim is an ugly and inaccurate word. Donor or vessel. Okay. Name redacted. Oh, okay. Half-elf, farmer, extremity, amputation, blood, cadaver dumped in canal. Refused toll payment, cadaver cremated after extraction. Fatal wounds to skull and thing. Corpse confiscated by Balthazar. No, his name isn't Balthazar. Okay. That was the blood blank log. So, tissue and organ register. Tissue and organ register. Donor, unidentified gnome. Recovered, bladder, left lung. Cause of death, unknown necrosis. Notes, gangrenous skin, distal extremities missing. Okay, notes, run through by lightning, brain's right hemisphere scorched. Delivered in urn. Okay. The list goes on. The final entry includes an extensive note inked in the following script. Catherick promised the finest of specimens, yet Balthazar provides naught but dregs for my research. A spleen here, a finger there, an intact head if I'm lucky. That bloody necromancer has kept the finest cadavers for himself. I will talk to my nephew. Whether he listens is another matter. Okay. Surgeon's research notes. I discovered all too late that I was making things much harder on myself than necessary. There was no need for such complex chemical experimentation. No, foolish me. I ought to have turned to that which has already been perfected by nature. Fortunately, my research led me to the carapace of the carrion crawler, which contains a paralytic agent so powerful I must be quite cautious not to breathe it in during the refinement process, lest I fall asleep at my workbench. Olam's Journal. Day 2 of Darkness. I stood calm as Ketherick uttered his final curse and then withered. As my fellow harpers dragged his putrid corpse from the battlefield, I allowed myself to feel relief, even solace. A wrong had been righted, an evil thwarted, victory had come, but I had yet to know its true cost. The darkness shrouded the land like a vast cloak. It began as a chill, as if the claw of winter had gripped us. Within hours, every breath was a dagger piercing my throat. I hungered for air like a wolf hungers for meat, yet I could still get my fill. Thanks to my armor, would that the men and women of Wraithwind had been so well equipped. One by one they fell, only to rise as shadows of themselves, intent on extinguishing all light and all life. The shadows hang less heavy in this place. It still takes some effort to fill my lungs, but better to expend effort than to unite with darkness. My traps should keep me safe, or at least safe enough. Day 5 of Darkness. The shadows ebb and wane. A torch flame is sometimes enough to burn them away, but no light can dispel the deepest of them. I called my familiar Corvin to my side, but he could scarcely take wing. Tomorrow I search, and not just for food and drink. I might find a scroll, or an artifact, or an arcane focus that can ward off this curse. Perhaps I might even find another survivor. Day 18 of Darkness. It's a particular loneliness in these shadows. Corvin shows great affection when I call him, even as he suffers. Those few minutes are at least some comfort for both of us. It is remarkably still in here, and stiller out there. I have found a few scrolls and books near the House of Healing, as well as some scattered artifacts, but they hold nothing for me. The only answers call out from within the house itself, where I dare not enter. I hear the moans of the anguish, the shouts of the cruel. There are those who make their home in the shadows, but I am no less alone for them. Day 26 of Darkness. I called on Corvin yet again, but I cannot bear his torment, nor can I bear my own. Gray has turned almost to black, and the air might as well be molasses or tar, so dark as it is to choke down. All beings should walk free of fear, I was taught. Oh, if only I were granted such a fine fate. Okay. That would be Olam's Journal. Research notes. Spell remove shadow curse if possible. Variant on remove curse / dispel magic / other. Recitation. Umbra recitit ineffective. Nox exodus ineffective. Nox fit lux potential. Nox finio potential. Vita in umbra ineffective. Vita va unintended consequence. Living consequences. Living armor. Gesture. A number of spellcasting gestures are traced beneath. Okay. Scout's note. Gerald, I want you to infiltrate the outpost from the ridge. I'm certain your sword will make short work of any obstacle. Let us take the initiative in this fight. Hadley. Patient's registry. This exhaustive log lists each and every patient to have sought healing in Wraithwind along with their ailments. The minor injuries and common diseases of the early pages give way to critical wounds and deep lacerations, the repercussions of battle. Several unbound scrolls have been slitted among the final pages, demanding that healers turn away wounded harpers and Selûnites and reserve their tonics for wounded dark justiciars, on the orders of General Ketherick Thorm. Oh. Okay, Healer's Ledger. The Wraithwind House of Healing's inventory of various poultices, tonics, and potions. Supplies appear to have dwindled dramatically in its final days, and upon the book's front cover is scrawled a message in black ink. Justiciars only, no exceptions. Okay, Surgeon's Memorandum. To all Wraithwind House of Healing medical personnel, from Malice Thorm, head surgeon. It has come to my attention that our so-called caregivers are wasting precious anesthetic resources on the elderly and the mortally wounded. Nurse Lidwin informs me this practice eases the suffering of the feeble and guides them to Our Lady's final embrace. Never have I heard such abject nonsense. Anesthetic is a tool to relieve my ears of my subjects' screams as I apply the blade, not a mercy to be freely dispersed to living corpses. So has saith Shar, only in the infirm's suffering may we forget our own. The next to ignore this missive will feel my scalpel without sedative. I will simply have to endure the shrieks. Staff Betting Pool. House of Healing Staff Pool. Rules. 1. Foreign body must be lodged in blank cavity. 2. Once a guess is made, it may not be made again. 3. Minimum bet, 1 gold piece. Round 1 bet, a pool, 11 gold pieces. Lidwin, chicken egg. Cinda, wine bottle. Hannah, carrot. Vanessa, candlestick, which was the winner, and Anya, ogre's finger. Round 2, bet, 15 gold pieces. Okay. Lidwin, live rat, winner, and yuck. Cinda, children's doll. Hannah, pearl necklace. Gian, marbles. Vanessa, potato. Anya, minotaur horn. Round 3, 3 bets. Pool, 17 gold pieces. Cinda, quill. Hannah, cremation urn. Gian, flute. Vanessa, whipping cane. Anya, troll's tooth. So we have winner, but no winner for this one. Weird. Okay. Urgent. Request for supplies. To Chief Chirurgion, Harborside Hospital, Baldur's Gate. From Sister Anna Lidwick, Darkcloak, Wraithwind House of Healing. Urgent. Dear Sir or Madam, we have reached dire times in Wraithwind. War has come. Do you not teach that it is our duty to mend all who break, comfort all who ail, without regard for the gods they worship or the champions they heed? Yet our surgeon Malice Thorm abides by his own creed, the will of Shar, he might say, and I dare not argue with him or any Thorm. He allows supplies to dwindle, leaves some patients' injuries to fester so he may study, and commands me to nurse only dark justiciars that seek treatment. I beg you, sir or madam, please deliver us aid so I might close every tear and cleanse every wound, even those of harpers and Selûnites. We will humbly accept all you can offer, potions, herbs, suitores, even clerics. Help us to heal. With gratitude, Anna Lidwin. Oh. Book of Poetry. Wasn't Lidwin, like, the family that, like, was all buried together? Book of Poetry. A book of handwritten poems, the ink almost completely faded, but for a few enduring words. I hold my breath for the sun to fall, for in the hot collapse of day I'm brought to you. While Wraithwind sleeps, the entire world is ours. The grass, our bed, the dew, our candlelight, our silver candles. The moon and stars, our private canopy, and you the brightest of them all. My light, my heart, my world. I would watch the stars with you to the end of time, but night forever arches into day, and the sleepy nothing of the sunlit hours will mutter on, so instead I shall find eternity in a moment, and by the glance of moonbeams in your eyes I will be brought to rest, as rest should be, enduring, still, longing for naught but itself. Okay, Lunar Dark Lies. This scroll is filled with soothing, persuasive arguments, encouraging the sick at heart to turn themselves from Sehanine worship, the Moon Maiden, as the goddess is called. Will whispers not but lies, no problem solved, only a sense of fondness that is as cold as the lunar marina, seas of empty pale dust, and even that gradually fading for the worshipper. As an alternative, the scroll speaks of Shar, who whispers only truth. Her fondness is warm, unexpectedly so for a goddess of darkness, grief, and nihilism. But why should that be unexpected? The sick at heart will find only succor and blessings in the embrace of she who understands them best. Yeah, okay. Wraithwind Necrology. This soot-stained scroll is a list of the dead, specifically casualties of battle. It is dated 986 DR, about a half millennium ago, and signed by Malice Storm. Titus Craft, Justiciar Decapitation. Lauden Ebon, Justiciar Blood Loss. Unknown Slunite, Arcane Burns. Unknown Smash Skull. Morin Mar, Justiciar, split in two. Unknown Druid, Crushed Windpipe. From these names follow hundreds of others. A final index catalogs the objects plucked from various corpses, daggers, pins, and jewelry of all sorts. Yeah. For her love for it was like a plum. Her love for it was like a plum. It grew so sweet within her tum, and with a wiggle of her bum, she set right out to see love done. A curse had made the land its lair, and lay o'er all like willow hair. Oh, it could strip the body bare, so filled the people with despair. A shadow curse without a light, and yet she would kindle romance bright. And so in moony dark of night, she went to it bereft of fright, and hugged the curse, the wicked blight. Her love for it was like a plum, and so sharply pain did come. It chewed her flesh like scrumptious gum. She trickled, she burst, and she started to run. Okay. The task at hand. I need the Shadow Mastiff alive and intact. If that is not the case, the second half of your payment shall be forfeit upon your return to Baldur's Gate. I've generously paid a large amount of gold in advance and have supplied all the necessaries you shall require to see this endeavor done correctly. They say you're unmatched as a poacher. For your sake, I hope that is no exaggeration. Okay, we are done. We are done all those readings, and we can simply send those to camp.
Thaniel still suffers. There'll be no improvement until his essence is restored, I fear.
Once Thaniel's essence is found, then what?
In truth, I'm not sure. This is beyond all reckoning. It's still part of Thaniel deep down, but it may not recognize that, or want to recognize that. Perhaps it can be reasoned with, but I'm not hopeful. Reason is not something that thrives amidst the Shadow Curse.
I met a sort of shadow child before, a little boy named Oliver, around Thaniel's age.
And you saw this boy yourself? That can't be a
Okay.
I don't believe it. They can't be.
Breathe, child. Resist not the winds of change. Let them carry thee.
No.
Listen. Dost thou not hear it? Where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all being. Balance.
They're dead. I can't. Balance.
Your very soul is tangled in shadow. Arabella's magic, wild as cursed briar. Her talent is now yours too.
The girl must learn the ways of the arcane, but she shan't remain here.
Where will she go then?
The weave knows her purpose. It will guide her plainly, if she listens. Arabella holds a power beyond reckoning. That of the decaying forest and the seedling that bore it. But it is unbalanced. Her yoke is already heavy. If she walks thy path, it will surely break.
Okay.
Arabella will depart once thou dost leave these accursed lands. She will find her way safely. Thus, it is fated.
Bowman, you're making me leave.
Fear not, girl. Abandon not the weave, and it shall not abandon thee.
You can trust Withers. If he says you'll be safe, you should believe him.
You feel her grief fade as if it were your own. There is a lightness in her now, veiling the power within, soothing it.
Is that my future? Is that why they died?
It is.
It's wonderful. Thank you, Bowman, for being nice. If there are people like you around, perhaps everything will be all right.
Okay. She left to find her own way in the world. Okay. Arabella?
If Bowman says I'll be all right, I'll be all right. I wish it was different. I wish Mom and Pops was here.
It hurts. I know it does. But you'll feel better in time.
I hope so. 'Cause it stinks.
Alrighty, we're gonna leave it off right here. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, I'm glad. I think we did a lot today, exploring the entirety of the House of Healing and just finishing off that square. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!